Welcome into the JUCO Full Windup, brought to you by Pepsi. Phil Stafford, Kyle Stanley here. It is May 28th, 2016, which means it's day one of the JUCO World Series.
10 teams as always, 5 returning squads from last year. We know the names San Jacinto, we know the names Iowa Western, Chattahoochee Valley quickly becoming a consistent representative, Yavapai out of Arizona coming back for their second year as well. But Santa Fe, one of the 5 teams that is here for the first time, or not returning, and Santa Fe out of the Gulf District out of Florida. We know that those teams are consistently good. We've had a Florida team in the championship game and won the championship over the past couple of years. So Iowa Western and Santa Fe, great matchup in that opening game.
Meanwhile, Iowa Western seems to be like the San Francisco Giants, trying to win a championship every other year. We're going to take you to the highlights. Iowa Western brings a heavy resume to the field, 3 national titles in the last 5 years, and Doc Ross comes here so much he's almost going to call Grand Junction his second home. Plus, they're pretty accustomed to playing in the first game of the tournament. On the other hand, Santa Fe returning for the first time since 2009. They lost to Howard in the championship game that year.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
All about pitching and defense early on. Matt Lloyd on the bump for the Reavers gets in on Tyler Kinney's hands. Easy double play for Jared Gates, no score after 1. Second inning, Hugo Valdez gets the fire started for the Saints, takes that pitch the other way, ball bounces up against the left field wall, and that's a leadoff double. Later in the inning, Kyle Phillips brings home the first run.
Kyle Phillips is a great example of a guy that was overlooked in high school, but is here in the Junior College World Series, getting 3 hits in Game 1 against a 3-time national champ Iowa Western, and so we're super proud of him, that's for sure.
After another unearned run, Santa Fe takes a 2-0 lead, but Matt Lloyd helping himself out in the third. Liner in the left drops in. Jared Gates scores to cut the lead in half. Lloyd started to find a groove from there. The righty ended up going 6 2/3 innings, only walked 1 and struck out 4. Top 7, Phillips is at it again, turns one around, deep to right center, bangs up against the wall, good for a double, and that sets it up for Cole Parks with runners on second and third. Parks lays down a beauty of a squeeze bunt. Everyone is safe. Wyatt Masterhan scores. Wyatt, I hope I'm saying your name right. It's now 3-1. Later in the inning, bases juice for Brandon Perez. Lloyd induces the 1-2-3 double play.
Questioning Matt Lloyd's throw to home. He looked like a 8-pound baseball. He was gimping to home plate there.
Devin Perez came in from there to get the final out, and this proved to be a big-time play for a trailing Reavers team. Trent Johnson was absolutely cruising for the Saints. Coach Johnny Wiggs had a decision to make in the ninth, keep him in or go to the #1 closer in the nation. He stuck with Johnson, but after a missed opportunity for a double play, he was forced to go with the hammer.
The guy to my left, of course, threw a tremendous game. Felt real good about sending him back out there the ninth, even though I think we have the best closer in the country.
In comes Troy Bacon firing darts, but disaster struck with one play. Caleb Reed lays down the bunt. Bacon's infield yelling to throw to third, but he throws it away at first. Ball skips into the outfield. Here comes Mitchell Thompson. He's the tying run. Another bad throw. This one goes to the backstop. Reed, the guy who laid down the bunt, is heading home. That's a Little League home run for a ball that never should have even got out of the infield. 3 unearned runs on the play equal a crazy walk-off for Iowa Western. You could say both sides were stunned after the way Game 1 ended.
After that type of game, we definitely think we should have won. We know we kind of beat ourselves, and now we're just going to have to dig down, show a lot of grit. We face adversity all the time, and we're going to show the type of ball club we are and come back.
I'm not necessarily saying that maybe we deserve that win. You take it. A win is a win at this time of the year.
In Game 2, we have a familiar face in the dugout, Coach Adam Thomas and his Chat Valley Pirates, back in Grand Junction for the 3rd consecutive year, going up against Hartford and Coach Tom Eller in his World Series debut. First baseman J.P. Vale takes us around Hartford pregame.
Hey, Ty, you're signing heads? Yeah. You're signing people's heads? Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, the 7-foot giant. Let's go. What's up, baby? Let's go. Here we got Kobe Dean. Best mustache on the team by far. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Harvard!
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know everyone thinks we shouldn't be here, right? Haha, we're gonna shock the nation. Let's do it.
You heard it. Anthony and Prada, you heard it there first. Ah! Ah! Ah!
In the top of the second, Jalen Smith drops one into right field. Frankie Wager rounding third, getting the wave to come home, but the relay from Chase DeMars is spot on. Wager out at home to keep it scoreless through 2 innings. This was shaping up to be a pitcher's duel thanks to Michael Adams and Chase Burks. They combined for 12 Ks despite this hiccup for Burks in the third.
That usually happens when I'm warming up out there before the game. It happens just about every day. I don't know what it is. I'll just be throwing. It'll just go 15 feet to the right. But today it happened on the mound. I don't really know what happened, honestly.
Oh, that was a strike, too.
Yeah. I asked the hitter why he didn't swing, and he didn't really have a response.
The Pirates pitcher would regain his composure quickly and work out of trouble in all of the first 3 innings. But in the fourth, Dominic DeSabatino rips a gapper into left center, breaks the silence on the scoreboard. Hartford up by a run while DeSabatino plays a tune at second. Skip ahead to the 6th. Jalen Smith at the plate with another chance for an RBI. Doesn't hit it hard, but gets it to the open field, scoring the tying run. And after a wild pitch, plates the go-ahead run. Pirates pack it on. Nolan Grekel up the middle with the infield playing in. Another 2 runs come home as Chat Valley extends the lead to 3. The Pirates put up 6 in the 6th inning, followed it up with another 4 runs in the 7th, all while Burks held strong on the mound until handing the ball off to Christian Van for the final 2 outs, and the number 1 ranked Pirates get a win in the opening round by mercy rule.
It was just kind of a matter of time, we thought, before we were able to, put some runs together. But once we got a crunk, we kind of got it rolling a little bit.
My wins this year, honestly, I haven't really had to pitch with less than 5 runs for support. So offense has been unreal this year, especially today.
We just couldn't find the barrel today. So I thought we had some good at bats, but he had good downhill playing. He just beat us up a little bit.
Third game of the day, Cisco College back in Grand Junction for the first time since 2012. Meanwhile, Darton State is trying to make their last year in existence count. The Cavaliers program will be gone after this one. Too much offense in this game to mess around, so let's get to the highlights. Jeremy Beasley on the hill for Darton. Cisco comes out swinging. Zach Reams laces one up the middle. Devlin Granberg scores to make it 1-0. Then later in the inning, Ryan Nelson starts the opening act of his one-man fireworks show. Long drive to left center. Just comes up short of a 3-run bomb, but I think he'll settle for a 2-run triple. Third inning, Nelson doesn't settle this time. Completely unloads to left. If you look close enough, you might see this one land on the Mesa Mountains. 6-0. Fourth inning, Darton has closed the gap just a bit, and Cody Ilgenfritz isn't the biggest guy on the team, but his bat can make a big sound. Solo shot to left makes this one an 8-5 ball game, but it's that one guy again, Nelson, with another blast, this time to the opposite field. How would you like to go 4 for 5 with 6 ribbies and 2 bombs in your first ever game in the JUCO World Series? 8th inning, Grant Rubin gets in on the act. The designated hitter doing what he's paid to do, hit taters. This game looks like it's out of reach at 13-6, but after some sloppy play and some wild pitches, the Cavaliers climb back in. It's now 13-9. Then Mike Huggins caps off a 5-run 8th inning with a single to center. John Cable scores, and it's suddenly 13-11. But JT Newton comes in to get the final 4 outs. You know how he does it? K, and another K. That's nails, and it's now time for Cisco to breathe. They escape with a 13-11 win.
I would hate to play those guys again. I love their story. I love the, dropping the program and they're making it and they're fighting. They could have beat us. I'm glad they didn't, but that's a pretty good fight from those guys. Glad to stick around another day. Last time we were here, we stayed 2 days. Got to spend one night. Got to go to the house. So this is a big bonus for us.
I thought the difference in the game is we gave 8 runs with 2 outs, and when we needed to make a pitch with 2 outs, we didn't make it. We left a few balls elevated, and we knew that that was a scouting report coming in. You miss with fastballs, and they would kill you.
Final game of opening day for the 2016 World Series. Both of these teams returning to Simplesio and the championship tournament after making early exits from last year's series. We've got the Rough Riders cam in the dugout.
What do you think about the music? The brothers. Brother Darkness. Snack time for Nikki G, baby. Focus on.
What's up, buddy? Let's see the fresh haircut for the World Series. We got Wild Thing.
Top of the second, the man they affectionately call Turtle. How do you like your steak? Rashawn Kuhahulua with his 9th homer of the year, and the Rough Riders take the early lead. With the Dolphins at the plate in the 3rd inning, they cut the lead in half with 2 runs on fielding errors. First, it's Brant Broussard coming home after the miss put out at first. Delgado added another on a pass ball. Enough with the small ball. Ramsey Romano claims he has 400 Tinder connections. I guess he's proof that chicks dig the long ball. How about this dinger to dead center? Yavapai scored 2 in that frame, but not wasting any time to bounce back. It's Dylan Weston going oppo field on the 89-mile-per-hour offering from JoJo Romero. It looked like Delgado was mounting a run. Robert Podorski pokes it up the middle where there's no play to get him at first, but taking the hard turnaround third is Broussard, and Dylan Enweiler makes the throw to put the end to the inning and the end to the Delgado rally. JoJo Romero still on the bump in the 6th, and Weston still has his number. 2nd homer in as many plate appearances for the hometown boy out of New Orleans. Keeps the Dolphins within striking distance. Let's go top 8. It's Nate Easley, our first ever Real Recruits athlete playing in the JUCO World Series, and he's going to drop a tank over the left field wall. That helps secure the 9-5 victory for Yavapai, and Nate gets to try on the tank chain as he gets back to the dugout.
Clumsy, you know how they have their sledgehammer for dropping the hammer, and ours just found in the dugout one day. We're like, hey, our thing is gonna be the chain, so
we can't afford the real blame, so we just got stainless steel.
I think we threw 200 and some odd pitches in the game, 209 pitches, I think, according to our count. Can't win games when you throw 209 pitches.
Community Hospital helps us recognize the top play and the top homer of the day in our can't miss moments. We'll start out with the play of the day. Bottom of the 4th inning, Delgado looking like they've got a rally going, but it's Dylan Enweiler. Snags the ball up the middle, makes the long throw to home, and gets Brant Broussard at the plate to end the inning.
We kept hearing about Hartford hitting all these dingers leading up to the JUCO World Series, but this time it's Ryan Nelson coming in for the home run of the day. Try home runs of the day. 2 of them, 1 to each field, and I think if he had it his way, every swing he had today would have resulted in a home run.
And as always tomorrow, Phil, we have 2 teams going home before 2 teams even play.
One of the elimination games is our bright and early game, Santa Fe versus Hartford, 2 East Coast teams. Unfortunately, somebody's making that long trip back across to the East Coast before we even get to our evening game. But in the middle of our early game and our evening game, we've got the afternoon elimination game, which is Darton versus Delgado, and then of course we'll wrap it up with Cowley County, those enthusiastic boys from Cowley County in Kansas, against one of the crowd favorites, Sanjak, here at the JUCO World Series. We're going to continue to keep you updated with our coverage on JUCOGJ.org, so make sure you stay tuned to that website all week long.
Don't forget about Facebook and Twitter at Real Recruits, and don't forget to check out the JUCO Full Lineup brought to you by Pepsi tomorrow. We'll see ya.